Hi, my name is Ingrid Boas. I'm assistant professor at the Environmental Policy Group at Wageningen University. I'm also conference chair together with Aarti Gupta and Peter Oosterveer of this conference on transparency and sustainable development. I was mainly responsible for coordinating the theme on citizen-generated and citizen-centered transparency. This is an important theme because often in discussions on transparency the focus is on what the government is doing in terms of information sharing or what companies are doing, how transparent are they. But with this theme we wanted to zoom in on what's the role of citizens actually, and consumers, the public. To do so there were a lot of interesting sessions and plenary discussions on the role of ICTs or new data approaches like big data, citizen science, citizen-generated data, and how that can play a role in discussions on transparency. So citizens, for instance, via information communication technologies can measure problems of air pollution via app and other sensors. They can communicate risks about flooding. So they can be much more involved in problems of sustainable development, signalizing that there are certain problems and raising awareness and making sure that action is being done. And at the same time, other players can also use these ICTs to better communicate information towards the citizens. So for instance, governments can send alerts to citizens to warn them from a certain emergency like weather alerts. Or they can think of ways that citizens can provide data to the government or ask questions to the government that the government then can respond to via apps or other web sources. So this ICT dimension gives a lot of opportunities and interesting challenges also to think about in relation to democracy and transparency. And there's a lot of interesting discussions going on whether this ICT dimension actually helps to make thinking about transparency and sustainability more inclusive and democratic, or whether there's also challenges involved like problems of privacy, who actually owns the data that is being distributed. But in any case, I think this is emerging in a very important topic that we also address very actively in this conference.